some baboons!
Ja, and a crazy one. We followed this side and we ended up.
Exhibit A, Berlin wasn't a happy camper, but the hike was awesome. Wasn't it? Hi everyone, welcome back to the vlog. Today we are going to Tygerberg Nature Reserve, just to get out of the house and to go for a little bit of a walk or a short hike. How long is the hike?
Oh, 2 or 3 hours.
2 or 3 hours, we'll have to see about that. Why are you laughing?
Doesn't like hiking.
Not the biggest fan of hiking, but I've actually missed it. I've missed hiking. We did it a lot when we were still going out and with your family. We're almost there. We'll show you some of the great views of Cape Town. Can you see Cape Town from the Tygerberg Hill?
Yeah, we started the difficult part with the easy part last.
I took a video of the map in case we got lost.
Yeah.
Even if it's winter and cold and raining, Francia will always put on sunscreen.
Yeah.
Such a good citizen.
It's the right thing to do.
Wow, we just started and we already have a very good view. I don't know if you can hear this, but the wind in these trees is absolutely amazing. It sounds almost scary. These trees are amazing.
I always like looking at the plants in the nature reserve. Get some ideas for some of the native plants that are really tough. They go very well in your garden as well. So you never have to water your garden, and that really helped us through this drought we've been having. So many native plants in the garden, and a lot of them are actually growing well in this area.
Wait.
So as they're walking, I'm actually seeing some of them.
Do you say native plants or indigenous plants?
No, it's native for Americans. South Africans talk about indigenous and Americans talk about native plants. So they would know what I'm saying if I talk about indigenous plants.
Where do we have to go now?
We've turned off on the Ukechi route now, which is one of the hiking routes. And as you can see, the road is slightly rougher gravel now. It's not paved anymore. And then later on you might see some actual footpaths.
And some baboons!
Yeah, and a crazy wife.
Of the trail is actually a wheelchair friendly trail, so you can see here they have these rubber pathways. This is the trail that we are looking for, the Ukeche. So I actually think we did this part of the trail by accident, but anyway, we have to go this way. Francia says he wants to show me something, so I'm going to see what it is. What?
I want to show the viewers something. There's a freeway that I drive every day of my life to work. I think the car's actually moving now, but normally it looks like a parking lot.
So that's the N1.
Bad memories, let's go.
That is the highway that goes all the way into Cape Town. And they currently have a lot of roadworks going on, so traffic is a nightmare. And there's Table Mountain, hidden under the blanket of clouds. So usually we would have made a things to do in Cape Town video when we do outings like these. So today's actually going to be a fertility update video. So once we find a nice picnic spot, we'll give you the update and tell you all about the latest news. Okay, so we were lost there for a second. We took the wrong turn off. So I think that way down where we saw the N1 is actually where we have to go. Okay, so now we are completely confused.
The signs are pointing in the wrong direction. We followed this sign and ended up in the building area. It's supposed to be in that direction. So this one looks like the right one, even if it doesn't have a sign, so we're going to try this one now.
Guys, it's really steep down here. I don't know if it's actually visible on camera. Hello.
Hello. To get from here to there, we need to go down there first and then zigzag across.
Meow. I don't think they can actually see the path. The wind just now was terrible. Oh, just as I said that, the wind came up again. Ah! Let's see if I sit down behind the bushes. I was just thinking about the native versus indigenous, Francia. And you said no, but Americans won't understand the word indigenous.
Yeah, right. As we on the American garden sites, they say native plants.
What?
Native plants.
But I was just wondering, are there any Americans watching our vlogs?
I hope so.
If you are American and you watch our vlogs, comment below. And if you are indigenous and you watch our vlogs, tell us where you're from. So now you can see better, guys. That's the path we followed all the way down there, zigzag, and now we're here. Some days I find it so difficult to speak English. I find it especially difficult to vlog in English. Because Afrikaans is my first language, and sometimes I feel really self-conscious because I should be able to speak English really well.
And German.
German?
Yeah, German too.
Why?
Because that's a cool language.
Francia loves Germany and he wants to move there. Why do you want to move to Germany?
Everything's so organized. Oh.
Is that all?
Yeah, I like the organizing and the neatness.
Boring. So we are possibly planning another European holiday. We're not sure when yet or for how long, but it's fun and exciting doing the planning. Anyway, I was saying I find it difficult to speak English some days, so you have to excuse. Oh wow, look at these flowers. Turn this around. Wow. So anyway, I was saying you have to excuse my concord, and sometimes if I don't use the right words. I do a lot of work with Afrikaans and English, but I find it much easier to speak and write someone else's words than my own. I don't know why, but I think in Afrikaans. And I do everything in Afrikaans, at least what goes on in here. So if I have to speak English suddenly, it sometimes comes out atrociously. Do you say that? Atrociously.
I think so.
There are so many bloopers in this video where I said the incorrect words. Now I'm starting to doubt every single sentence I'm formulating. Fransha, am I sounding alright?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. Someone recently told me that if someone asks you how are you and you say good in yourself, it's not actually correct to say good. You have to say well in yourself. So I'm practicing that. So I'm really well today. How are you? So is all of this inspiring you to start our new garden?
Yeah, but a lot better. I don't want all the shades of grey. I like to have like a silver grey with a bright green next to it. Not
What do
like
you
this
mean?
hillside, not to get the colour contrast. Not like this hillside where it's like mostly different shades of grey. You know, I mix the colours a bit more. Down there you
50
can
shades
see,
of grey.
down there you can see how nice it is when there's a bright green bush between the grey ones.
Oh, I see what you
I'd
mean,
like to do
yes.
something like that.
But it should be the other way around. All of this grey should be green. And then just some grey
grey
bushes. Yay, we agree. Exhibit A, Berlin. Ich bin ein Berliner. Was that right? No.
I'm not sure.
Sounds confusing because yeah, it says Induli, and if you look on the other side, it says Ukeche. But we didn't follow the Ukeche sign. So how did this happen? We now go over to Fransha to explain this phenomenon.
I think we just follow this one. It looks nice.
That's not an explanation.
We know from the map that Ukechi goes on the front of the hill, and yeah, so I know what's going on with the nose, but obviously this is the correct hiking trail.
So now we're on our way to that beautiful forest over there. Don't know if you can see it. And what did you say about Germany?
Sounds like a third of Germany is covered in forests.
Well, we have Table Mountain somewhere. Like what? Now it says Ukeche again. But are we on Ukeche now? We are lost. How are we supposed to make sense of this? Unless it's two hiking trails in one. Because the one board is... Do you say board? See now, my English. The one sign is brown and the other one is green. Maybe that's the reason. We are looking for a picnic spot to eat our sandwiches that we brought along. The sun has come out now, so it's a little bit hotter. Oh, very hot, I think. So we're too hungry to wait for a picnic spot. Him especially.
No, I can't hold it anymore.
So we just have normal sandwiches with cheese on them. And there you'll see my Banting LCHF bread with like salami and cheese. I've really been struggling to eat right these past few weeks, just because I'm very much an emotional eater. So if things are basically for every emotion that is if I'm bored, I eat. If I'm sad or stressed or very happy or want to celebrate, I suppose it's also a South African thing, like we eat for everything.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. What about the cheesecake last
I only
night?
eat when I'm hungry.
Whatever, liar. We are going through a little bit of a tough time at the moment due to various reasons, but it's for that reason it's quite difficult to stick to a schedule, to plan meals and everything. But I'm really trying, and today I haven't cheated yet, Last night we had cheesecake. There, it's out. Stop laughing here in the background. I'm gonna film you while you're eating and everything in your teeth. So I want to tell the story about how much we hiked when we were younger, and Fransja just said I also have to tell the story about why we quit. Why did we quit?
Because I got married, my wife doesn't like hiking.
I'm not the biggest fan.
She'd rather have some cheesecake than hike.
Whatever. So Fransja's family was part of a hiking club, and we used to go quite often. Not as often as Fransja would have liked, but I did join you many times, and we did have a lot of nightmares together. Luckily here around Cape Town there's so much you can do and so many hiking options that at least there was a change of scenery. My best memory of a hike that we did together was, where was that one where we went through the river? We spoke about it the other night. Till just after the
Yeah, I can't remember.
Anyway, it was really cool. We hiked through the river for hours and hours on end. It was like almost an entire day, and it was really, really hot. It was like 36 degrees or something that day, and we hiked the entire way. We walked through a river, and sometimes it was more shallow and sometimes it came right up to our shoulders, but we just put our backpacks on our head and we walked through the river the entire way. Our shoes got wet, our clothes got wet. That was also the time that you had to throw away your shoes afterwards, because with all of the water the soles came loose, and he wasn't a happy camper. But the hike was awesome. Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Oh, payback for the cheesecake. You needed to. Yes. Nom, nom, nom. That's a big inside joke in our family. Fransja hates being filmed or photographed while eating. Okay then. I suppose we have to go up this hill. Confusing! And enjoying the view. Ah, some company.
Yeah, food has arrived.
Yeah. Hike. That was really enjoyable, don't you think? I think I should also have put on sunscreen because I feel slightly sunburned, so you were right. So in terms of our fertility journey, we probably think that May will not be the month. The reason for that is I had a measles vaccination, and we decided to maybe first do that before we continue trying, because there was an outbreak of measles where I work. And it's quite dangerous, as you might know, for an unborn baby if you have measles. So I had kind of a booster injection. And if you have that, they say you should wait 1 to 3 months, but 1 month is probably fine. So although it's a little bit disappointing to wait, because we are eager to keep on trying and to not interrupt the process, because we've had so many interruptions. But I've never had measles or chicken pox or anything like that when I was younger, so I think it's just safer to make sure that I am protected against it as far as I can. And so we will probably continue trying. What's this? We are in May now.
Yeah, so in June. Yeah.
So in June probably. So unfortunately May will not be the month. Well, now that I had the vaccination, I hope that May is not the month actually. But that's okay, we will continue trying, and we love taking you along on the journey. I really hope that our videos inspire you, and that whatever you're busy with, that you also have hope to continue trying and to always look on the upside. I know it's sometimes very difficult, because especially if you're in the situation, it seems kind of silly looking for positive things, but especially with retrospect, if you look back on a situation, it's much easier to have the right perspective and to really know that there's always something good that you can take out of anything, whether it be a terrible experience or a frustrating experience. If you just have the courage to look for the upside, it's worth it.
We're on our way home now. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.
Bye! I remember when I was high school, we did an Olympiad that we wrote. Olympiad. Because the one board is, do you say board? See now, my English.